I could.
Why are you wearing a dress, Woody?
It's called a poncho, Forky.
Someone needs a brown marker.
Halt! Who goes there? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I come in peace.
It's been too long, cowboy.
What?
She thinks you're old because you're bald, Woody.
We're gonna need backup. No way. Mission on this planet is to make a child happy.
It is the years over.
Barney still needs us.
And we'll never die.
Buzz, you stay here. I'm going with them.
You don't think I can do it? Nice poncho.
Really inside me.
Hey man, I know you have a bottomless trap hole, so I'm gonna synchro summon into Stardust Dragon, and I'm sorry, this is the game.
Bro, I remember when Stardust wasn't even a card. Lightning, what is it? Light and Darkness Dragon was the best. It was great. No synchros.
Hey man, you got more monsters than me, so I'm gonna XC summon to Excited Knight and blow up all of your cards.
Bro, I remember when the most powerful card was like Stardust and Black Rose. Now you can just do Black Rose whenever you want with 2/4 monsters.
Man, I have Plush Fire in my spell and trap card zone, so I'm gonna use Wavering Eyes to destroy all of our spells. But since I destroyed Plush Fire, I get to summon out more Performer Pals.
Bro, I remember when Excited Knight was the most powerful card, and now we got Wavering Eyes and Plush Fire. And why don't I even come back?
Yeah, so I'll Link summon into Hocklefybrix, and Hocklefybrix summons Jet Synchron, and then I'll summon Link Karibo, then I'll make Brawl Sword Dragon, and I'll attack for game.
Bro, I remember when Perform Mage was the best cards in deck, and now we got Hocklefybrix and Synchro Summon. Why don't I even come back?
Yeah, so my inboard, I know this is a weird deck, but I got Yummy on the field, I got Mitsurugi on the field. I have an Excited Knight to go full Fiendsmith combo, brother. What are we doing here? You gonna scoop?
Bro, I remember when the best card was Hocklefybrix, and now you got Reptiles and Yummy cards. And why did I even come back to this goddamn game?
From the Genesis, man, I'm gonna synchro summon into my Cool Tune RS, and I'm gonna pass my turn.
Oh, I remember when the best card in the game was Summon Skull, and now I got Synchro RS, and you're just using tuners. Why did I come back to this fucking game?
Hey, man, I know you have a bottomless...
Okay, I started the recording button. I should be able to finish. Yup.
Oh, welcome back. Good luck.
I do want something to listen to. There aren't any good long-form content to watch. Frick, dude, my fingers are tired from all the button mashing from Skullgirls.
tried all these free drawing apps so you don't have to. Then I rated them on a tier list based on how good they would be for someone starting out with digital art. But even if you've been trying digital art for a while, you might want to try out something different. But there are so many options to choose from. So let me break down what I think about them. We'll try Krita first, how about? This is literally my very first time opening Krita, so I have no idea what to expect. Okay, I'm gonna test a couple of brushes now. Oh, I love this brush. Okay, so the default brushes, I like them, 10 out of 10. So what does the liquefy brush look like? Oh, there it is. I mean,
they're already back.
It's not great, but I think it does the job, right? I do have a lasso tool, except I don't know how to make it work. How do I, maybe I transform it and then move it? Transform tool. I guess that works. So Krita seems to be a perfectly competent little app. After changing a few hotkeys, I'm up in sketching already, so I don't mind this. If I press Control plus Enter, I get a command palette of all Krita actions and
I can beat them within 7 turns. I don't think the other spider
I like this! Oh, this is just like a programming IDE.
Oh yeah, I had a thought.
Oh shoot!
Mara should be in the back row. It would be so much more efficient. I know I said a thing about Mara always being on the front. That's supposed to be her thing as the leader. But if Mara's gonna be a primary damage dealer because Link ordered.
It basically had all the features I expected for Krita, like if we go through here, Krita I'd say it's not the most intuitive software to begin with. It's very powerful. It can do a lot, but also it kind of lacks identity. It's kind of going in all directions. It can do a lot of things, and you're unlikely to use every single feature. The learning curve is, a little bit steeper than you'd expect. But at least it has this. So here is the wildcard feature for Krita for me. It has a command selector. If you forgot how to do something like, oh, what do I do? You could just Gaussian blur if you don't know what it is. Oh, Gaussian blur, easy peasy. And it has a really cool colorize feature as well, where instead of having to fill in flats very laboriously, you can just do something like this, scribble in the colors, and it fills it in for you. It's very cool. So I will put Krita, you know what, we're starting pretty strong here, honestly. Yeah. I'm reluctant to give Krita like S right away, but I would say Krita's a really good choice to get started with. Alright, next up we have Metabang. Let's see what kind of brushes we have. Let's take a look here. So we have, like, you can control your brush like this. That's pretty cool. Pencil rough. My initial impressions is that the brushes don't seem to be as nice as the ones in Krita right away. Sumi. Ooh, this is a cute pen. I like this one a lot. Okay, we have a textured watercolor brush too, so not bad. They have a little bit too many options. Like, there was like 10 million pencil brushes I thought was a little unnecessary because they all seem very similar, but now that we're getting to the painting brushes, I'm quite happy with them. Yeah, Metabang seems very simple and a little bit more intuitive than Krita. I mean, my personal preference is that there are HSB sliders, but it's not really a deal breaker that I don't have it. Like, what the heck is a color bar? I don't even know who you are. I've never seen you. Give me the color wheel. Like, the hotkeys make sense to me.
Shouldn't every drawing app have both RGB and HSB bars?
So Metabang is a little bit annoying because as soon as you open it, it's like, hey, there's an ad. Hey, log in and stuff. Oh, you need to log in. I'm like, no. So I just want to draw, man. You don't gotta do this to me. I think the one major thing that's in favor of Metabang is that it's a lot more intuitive than Krita. If you're the kind of person who gets kind of overwhelmed by like really complicated software, you don't want to figure out too many features, I think Metabang might be a better fit than Krita. But like Krita, I think it has a lot of really fantastic brushes. A lot of brushes especially inspired by Japanese manga pens, right? We have the G pen, we got the mapping pen, we got the Kabura pen, we got turnip pen, school pen, drawing pen, we got so many pens here. And a bunch of cool pastel and paint brushes as well. And it's also a lot more lightweight than Krita. If you have like a weaker PC, Metabang might look better because it probably consumes less resources. That said, Metabang does not have liquefy. It has a mesh transform, which is kind of almost the same, but it's not the same. So it doesn't have liquefy. Like Krita, if you go through the features, it has layers, layer modes, lots of tool transform, pressure sensitivity, color pick, color read, everything works as expected. The brushes, I'd say they're good. Almost as good as Krita. Krita has a little bit more selection, but it's 9 out of 10. It probably has anything you'd ever need. But I think where it really shines is that it is very easy to pick up and just start using. I'd say that Metabang bring it down maybe
Okay, Mara.
is the fact
Chill.
that you log in and it has ads and it's
You're supposed to be a
slightly
sport.
annoying. It's free. What do you expect, right? I'm also gonna give this S. And Fire Alpaca, frankly, is the exact same dang thing, okay? Fire Alpaca is the same as Metabang as far as I'm concerned.
Unbind
If you want
Grimoire's
slightly
pretty
more
good.
brush selection, choose Metabang. If you don't want to deal with the login screens and all the pop-ups, use Fire Alpaca. That simple. Okay, this is where it all goes downhill. GIMP!
And what's wrong with GIMP?
Core pointer?
Oh, piss.
I don't know what this
Oh,
means.
piss.
Modules? Yeah, where is the color selector? Yeah, can I have this? Where's the color wheel? Where's the color wheel? Control? No. Maybe just Alt? No. Shift? No. I want to stop. I want to escape. Damn it! Can I just leave the scale tool? It doesn't seem to detect my tablets. I want to do something else, but I'm trapped in the scale tool and I can't get out. This is a disaster. I don't know how to leave the scale tool. These default docks? These are awful. I really can't leave. No, Saxon, not help step pro.
I've got some
stuck in the
news.
scale tool. Do not use this as a drawing app. I'm going crazy.
Cool.
Even restarting!
Holy shit, that's really good.
Get me out of the scale. I can't draw anymore.
Grimoire,
It's
anything
over.
else you need? You want to equip?
It's over. I can't.
Jesus. Yes, please. Holy
The unfortunate
shit.
thing about GIMP is because it's an older piece of software, the tablet compatibility might not be so good. So you might have the same problem I did, which is that I was not able to get pressure sensitivity to work here. That said, it pretty much had every feature you would expect. It had layer modes, it had liquefy, lasso tool, transform, everything except for, well, I couldn't get it to work, but if you're lucky, maybe it'll work. All this stuff, it had all the features. That said, GIMP is very, very clearly photo editing software. If we look at the brushes, they are very limited. You're not gonna have the same selection and choice as you're gonna have in,
Here's
like,
the
say,
list.
Krita or Fire Alpaca. The one big advantage is we have this amazing pepper brush, okay? Even though we don't have many oil paint brushes or air brushes or like watercolor brushes, who cares about those? We got pepper brushes. And because this isn't drawing
Doing this,
software,
then?
it's photo editing software, like when you first enter GIMP, even the color wheel isn't here. You have to go to Windows and mess around with dialogues. You have to spend like ages just kind of dragging windows around to get a sensible layout. Like the color wheel isn't even shown initially. And what's more, why does the color wheel do this? Why is
keep
my
an eye
color
on
wheel
him.
doing backflips? Why? I'm so confused. I like my color wheel facing this way specifically, right? You want it more saturated, you move to the left. Do you want it less saturated, you move to the right. Simple. Yeah, this is a wild card feature. It's not a good feature. It's just wild. Ease of use, really hard, intuitive. It's not intuitive at all. Customizability, shortcuts. Well, it being
you for
open
your
source
business.
software, I think there's quite a high level of customizability. You can change your preferences. You can change your. You can change
guest
everything
book
you
is
want. I
here.
think
Just
so.
doesn't
Extremely
feel right having
customizable.
Uma
If you're
there
a real
instead.
power user, I bet you could get it to work. And if you really love the pepper brush, you could make things happen with this. But as a beginner, I don't think I'd be messing with GIMP, honestly. GIMP is D tier, sorry, easily. Let's see how it feels to draw something with this. Okay, I guess we have liquefy. That's crazy. So I can't use any of the hotkeys I'm accustomed to, so it's gonna be a little messy, but we'll try it out. It's not like I can't draw on this. I can definitely draw on this. Okay, let's change the brush. Let's get one of these flat brushes, right? Okay, this brush seems kind of fun. Let's rotate it a bit. Let's change the angle just a little bit, like that. I think I like that, and reduce the size. And now we have a kind of cute brush for inking, right? Brushes overall, I think the variety of brushes obviously isn't as good as most other software. This will do the job. It's not a very good job, you know what I mean? Maybe not? It doesn't have a gap fill kind of feature.
Oh, really?
I actually have to do with it. That's so annoying! It doesn't have a gap fill feature, so I have to kind of do it by hand. nicest thing about Photopia is kind of familiarity. If we look at all the features here, Photopia has everything. Layers, layer modes, lasso tool, it has everything you'd expect. Most of these software actually do. If you've used other coding software, it's fairly intuitive and easy to use. The one problem it has is that I don't think pressure sensitivity is immediately enabled, so you have to press a few buttons to make sure pressure sensitivity is actually active. You have to go here, you have to go here, you have to go to dynamics, and to do this. And there's one other major problem. If you move your windows around and stuff, they don't actually keep what you've changed.
I don't know if this will
you
work.
have to redo it every single
It
time.
only says ailments,
And
not binds.
You can save your brush controls. There's a couple of hoops you have to jump through in order to do that. One thing where GIMP does better than Photopia is that Photopia has zero customizability. Oh, you want to change a shortcut? Too bad. You can't. I guess Photopia is handy because it works in the browser, so you don't need to install anything, and that's nice, but I feel like if you're seriously getting digital art, you probably want to install something, right? Is this better than GIMP? Yeah, it's better than GIMP, but not by much, for drawing specifically. If you're making shitposts, it's S tier. If you're drawing, I don't think I could recommend this. Okay, let's move on to Ibis Paint, which isn't exactly free, but is a
we
free
got
hour
lucky.
every day, and it's like, you know, it's pretty common and popular. So the basic brushes seem alright to me. Dip, pen, bleed. This one seems to have a nice texture. I love the way these brushes look, so I think I'll be inking with this pen. The Love pen. What's so lovely about this pen? I don't know, I love it too. So a lot of pens that are inspired by manga. So how happy my VTuber looks when I draw them in the app is how good I generally feel about the app. So Ibis Paint seems good. I like it. Yeah, out of the box, everything just seems to work. That's great. But technically this wasn't free on PC, so we'll just do this. Wow, that is very, that's a very mobile app vibe, I would say. We'll put another layer on top. We'll take this and make it less visible. But it does come with some advantages to being a mobile first app. For one, the interface is like super clean, right? Okay, scribble pen. Look how fun this brush is. I love this brush. Look at that. We're gonna mess with it. It's a pretty comfortable drawing experience, not gonna lie. Mostly because of its simplicity. It is nice that it's so simple. Ibis Paint has an incredible selection of brushes. This app was very, very clean compared to Android and iPad. So there are a lot of things like you want to change hotkeys, you want to make it customizable. No, you can't. There are a couple of pre-built-in shortcuts, like I can zoom by doing the scroll wheel, but changing the brush size, I think I can kind of very slowly do it with the square bracket keys. There's a lot of things that you just can't do with hotkeys. Like, you can't even click on the scroll bar here. You have to kind of swipe like you were doing it on an iPad, which feels a little bit weird in my opinion if you're on a PC. If you prefer and don't mind a mobile interface, Ibis Paint actually makes a lot of sense. It's super intuitive. It's just not very customizable. Like, there's actually no settings anywhere where I can see to change your hotkeys. You're just kind of like stuck with how they want you to do things. So I think because of that, for Ibis Paint, I'm gonna give it a B tier. I feel like it's kind of middle of the road. I think it would rate higher for mobile usage, like for iPad and Android tablets. But for PC, having a mobile app here just feels a little bit awkward to me. Okay, next up we have Paint. I mean, do I really gotta open this? Dude, did you know MS Paint has crazy brushes like this? You thought paint was just pixels and stuff? No, I can get a proper painting in here. Look at this stuff, dude. How it moves around. Oh, easy, dude. Dude, paint is so good. It's so good, actually. This is the easiest thing in my life. So there's clearly no liquify here. Do we even have a color pick here? Do we have color pick? Oh, we do have an eyedropper. Alright. I don't think there's a hotkey for it, though, so... Okay, I hate this color picker, but, like, we're gonna have to work with this. So we got no layers, we got no nothing, but I'm sure we can make it work somehow, yeah? Oh boy, it's actually hard as hell to draw with just a like this, actually. I'm having the hardest time right now. How do people draw with one layer? I feel like I could do it if I was just doing a painting, but now that I have this, whatever, I'll just do my best. Is there some way of, like, color picking hotkeys? No? Okay, I guess not. Okay, I guess not. Alright, that's fine, I guess. I guess it's okay. We'll figure it out. This is so cursed. This is so cursed. MS Paints. Oh boy. I mean, it's definitely the OG, right? Unlike literally everything else here, we have layers, no. Liquefy, no. Lasso tool? Do you even have a lasso tool? Okay, we don't have a lasso tool at least. The wheels are awful, color picking is awkward, it's kind of a pain. Although there is one thing that paint has that you might not expect, and that is paint has pressure sensitivity. Pressing hard, pressing lightly. That's the wild card I bet you didn't know. It's not a lot, it's not very sensitive, but it absolutely has it. And paint honestly has cooler brushes than you might expect. This oil paint brush, genuinely pretty good. I guess it's easy enough to use, mostly because it has no features, okay? When you only have like 3 features total, it's not very hard to use because you can't really mess it up. And I think the lack of layers definitely makes it difficult for someone like me who relies a lot on lots of like liner layers and sketch layers. So for me personally, it's hard to get things done when there's only one layer. It's definitely better for painting if you work with shapes and do everything in one layer. It's called MS Paint, not MS Draw. But yeah, it doesn't have anything, but it does have pen pressure, which is pretty cool, right? But sadly, for a beginner, I don't think I could recommend it. Sorry, even for Logan, you probably want something else, something with layers at least. It was nice seeing it though. So I've never tried Artweaver before, we're gonna give it a shot, okay? Really? 300 by 300 pixels is a default? How old does this app? I don't have pressure sensitivity, which is kind of a big deal, but I don't know how to make it work. We'll try painting without pressure sensitivity for now. We're gonna go with pencil. Pencils? You think I can't draw without pressure sensitivity? No, I'm able to do with MS Paint. Don't underestimate. And why does that window keep popping up? Stop. At least it uses a sensible color wheel. Not everything has a sensible color wheel, right? I'm not taking this nice triangular color wheel for granted anymore. What? How is that hard light? That is a lie. What do you mean? What kind of weird calculation is this? We're just gonna... What? So I don't know, Artweaver is really limited because most other tools, when you have an eyedropper, there is an option to select the color from the layer. And it looks like there's no way of me doing this here, so that's unfortunate. So if you want to use complicated layer styles, which you probably don't because it doesn't get these layer styles right, it's like if I want to choose this color again, I actually can't. It's gonna be too dark. Okay, this is it. I'm not spending 1 extra second in Artweaver. Get me out of here. Save me from Artweaver. We're not. So unfortunately, again, Artweaver for me, I did not manage to get pen pressure support. Maybe you'll be luckier, but I wasn't able to. So Artweaver, very intuitive, kind of like Metabang and Wire Alpaca in that regard. But the problem is it isn't quite as full-featured. Krita has a really cool kind of smart color mask option, and Artweaver doesn't have that, so I had to kind of color all of these in. It had a fill tool, but it wasn't very good. That said, let's look at the features. So no liquefy, it has everything else. Pressure sensitivity is a toss-up, I couldn't get mine to work. It's easy to use, it's intuitive. The customizability and shortcuts, unfortunately, are paywalled. So if you want to change your hotkeys, you can't use Artweaver free, you're gonna have to use Artweaver Pro. You have to pay money for it. So if you're okay with that, I guess it's fine. It's just kind of underwhelming compared to the others. The brushes, actually a lot of brushes, tons of brushes, but unfortunately because I couldn't get pen pressure to work, I couldn't really test these brushes properly. But my experience just wasn't that good, so I'll put it in C tier. Just, there's better options out there. The last one we have is actually Blender.
Blender?
Open Blender for the first time. Okay, it's crashing. Oh god. Okay. Alright, this is grease pencil. Okay, this looks a little bit more normal. We can work with this, I think. So it looks like when I start the stroke, there's a little lag. You see what I'm doing here? And I can't draw a circle because it takes some time for it to figure out I'm actually drawing. And I know it's not my PC specs issue. First rule of Blender, close other heavy programs. I can't! I'm streaming, I'm not closing OBS. I need more RAM. I got 32 gigs, how much more RAM do you want me to have? Okay, well, we'll work with it somehow. How do I move the canvas now? Like, how do I move the canvas around? That's pretty important, right? Middle mouse? No! No! How do I... Go back! Go back! What have I done? I'm in 3D! Aha! I found Liquify! I found Liquify, yeah! Oh, I need to select them all first. So I need to go to object mode. I'm gonna select everything. Okay, watch this. Then I go to sculpt mode and watch me. I am liquefying. I'm gonna say that Grease Pencil does seem better than both Art Weaver and GIMP so far. Despite everything. Blender. Imagine someone asks someone wants to learn art, and they're like, hey, I've been drawing for a while now, and I want to learn how to do digital art. What software do you think I should use? Now, if you really hate them, if you hate them with every fiber of your being, you tell them, oh, you should install Blender. Did you know you could use Grease Pencil? You can do 2D art in it, you know that? If you really don't like them, that's what you do. I'd say Blender is really interesting. It's really very powerful. I feel like Blender is pretty opinionated in how, and Grease Pencil especially, is very opinionated in how it wants to be used and how it wants you to do things. If you get used to all those, and if you install probably a bunch of plugins, I could definitely see this being incredibly powerful. It's just that if you're just starting out, you are not gonna get anything done. Does it have layers? Kind of. It has layers if you can find the layers. They're hidden away somewhere. Liquify? It kind of does. The sculpt tool. The lasso tool? Yeah, if you can find it. Good luck finding it. Pressure sensitivity? Yes, works fine. Color pick, color wheel? Yeah, it all works fine. But like, good luck being able to find anything at all. Ease of use?
Dude, why
0 out of
the
10.
rate so high?
Intuitiveness? 0 out of 10. Feels like you're playing hide and seek with the features in Blender. The brushes? There's not a lot of options, but frankly they feel pretty great. Definitely if you're looking to do painterly things, that's not happening in Blender. You're not getting into Grease Pencil unless you watch a 45-minute tutorial on YouTube at the very least to get familiar with these controls. Whereas with all the other art software, you can kind of muck around with it and then sort of figure it out for yourself. That's not happening with Blender. It has ability to do anything you want. But man, I think the wild card is that it's Blender, right? Blender is the wild card. The whole thing is the wild card. So, like I said, as much as I can see it's like super powerful, you can animate with it, there's a lot you can do with it. There is no way in hell I can recommend this to someone starting out. Like, there's no way. I can't recommend this. It's really cool, but you are not telling someone to use Blender. Like, I would drop it down here almost. It's too hard to use. Way too hard to use. Good luck scribbling with this. What are you scribbling? Good, have a good scribble right here. It's not happening. You're not figuring this out by scribbling. I'm sorry.
Oh, that turned out pretty nice. Then I'll get back to work.
Oh, come in. We had some new things come in. Ah, thank you for your business.
Oh, you. City development, huh? Doing good. Anything else you need? Sure. Then let's start. Let's hear it. Will this be okay? Then let's start. This one, huh? Oh, I see. Let's get started. I don't know. Something's missing. We'll try making. Let's get started. All right, it's ready. This one, huh? Let's get started. All right, it's ready. We'll try make. Let's get started. I don't know. Something's missing. This one, huh?
Really?
Let's get started. All right, it's ready.
Stacks are important. Huh. Let's get started. All right, it's ready. We'll try make. Let's get started. All right, it's ready. Oh, I see. Let's get started. I don't know. Something's missing. Let's get started. I don't know. Something's missing. This one, huh? Let's get started. All right, it's ready.
This one, huh? Huh. Let's get started. All right, it's ready. This one, huh? Uh... Oh, I see. We'll try making... Let's get started. All right, it's ready. Can't do that right now. 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 So, what do you want? Right, okay. Later.
Oh, of course. I'll take those. Here you go. Here you go.
Oh yeah, I gave you Axe Mastery. Could be fun.
Here you go.
Never mind, they can just use them naturally, apparently.
I'll take good care of them. Thank you for your business. Welcome. Oh, okay. Good night, then. The guest book is here. Good luck.
Genji. Whoa. Let's just do this. Jesus Christ.
Oh, come in. I'll take good care of them. Could I help you with anything else? Here you go. Here you go. Thank you for your business. Welcome. Okay. Good night, then. The guest book is here. Good luck.
New cards from Corey in the house. That's the name of the set, by the way. Look at that. Corey. What is it called again? Chaos of... It's Yu-Gi-Oh! You could probably guess this. So, C definitely Chaos. Origato. Chaos Rising. Chaos of... Bites? Oh, it's right here. Chaos Rising. I told you, Chaos. Alright, let's have a look here. We've got Astrolasma Urania. Who's trying to get into my Urania? Sorry, that's good. Right to the whole time. Level 7 Light, Thunder. You can only special with the first effect of this card's name once per turn, and you can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can special summon this card from your hand by returning up to 2 monsters you control to the hand. Not a quick effect, okay. This is special to reveal any number of monsters in your hand with different levels and target them in a face of cards you're putting to negate their effect. I think this is supposed to be like a game Blitzkrieg support. If this card feels destroyed by card type set to grave, you can add this to your hand. Okay. It requires a lot of setup. You know, 2 monsters on the field. They do trigger when you bounce them back, though, I think, right? So that's the whole gimmick. It's decent, but it does need a lot of setup. I don't know if this is going to be that good, to be honest with you. Up to 2, that's true, yeah. Could be okay. I mean, if you just only have to bounce once, I guess that's fine. Like, that's a lot of pops for the special. Dude, if this was a quick effect to reveal in special itself, absolutely busted. That's what the deck would be, would benefit really well from. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves with the whole interactive gameplay stuff. It's supposed to be Blitzkrieg support, but Thunderclap is just better. Thunderclap Monk, I think, is what it's called, right? So you can search like a Thunder monster with Blitzkrieg, and then the Thunderclap, I think it's just like a Solemn Strike Thunder monster, right? That you can summon on your opponent's turn 0. So it's pretty both. It's pretty good. I was half reading this here. I mean, you can use both. It sounds kind of bricky, honestly. Playing like a bunch of monsters that literally do nothing unless you have setup. Could be. More board breakers are always welcome. The age of the board breaker is now begin. Soon board breaker will be better over hand traps. I wish, dude. I wish, honestly. Hand trap gameplay is starting to get a little tedious. Like, if I see Ash Blossom, Chain Imperm, Chain Veiler, Called By, like, I'm getting really bored of those cards now. You know what would fix that? Rotation. If this card is special, it should have been normal or special, so it has synergy with Monarch. Ayo! No! Fuck Monarch! Monarch is fair if it's the no extra deck version. The one that board wipes 3 times is honestly the unfair one. Wait, they all do that, technically. It's just the no extra deck version also lets you, Wait, hold on. Monarch is fair if it's the no extra deck version. Are you kidding me? The one that says you can't special summon? No, dude, I don't think that's fair. The no extra deck version is just stun Lamau. Monarch is cancel no matter what. You know, without derailing this discussion into Monarchs, like, Monarch is just a deck that you can't make fun, you know? Like, I don't know, like, that's just my take on it, right? Like, Monarch, it's fun to play, but in terms of its gameplay, like, it's not fun gameplay, okay? Because to make Monarch good, you have to abuse Domain or, like, Surging Vanity's Fiend and stuff like that. Not Vanity's Fiend, he's unsearchable. Majesty's Fiend, you can hand loot multiple times with Erebus because it's not once per turn. You can rip the extra deck with Zaborg. Like, it's just not a fun deck to play against. Like, you called Monarch is cancer. The problem is your deck is ass or skill issue. Dude, I love Mastodon meta. Dude, I need to do new cards on this website exclusively forever. The comments are insane. We're talking about Blitzkrieg support from the set Chaos Origins 6 months from now, and these guys are calling each other cancer regarding the Monarch deck. Like, how did we get here? Or maybe the person resorting to Floodgates is ass or skill issue. Harpy, Heavy Storm, MST, any spell trap removal, any monster removal. You want a full list of the counters, or will this suffice for now? I hate when people use this argument. Yeah, dude, Mystic Mine has a million cards that beat it. Should we bring Mystic Mine back? Goes draw the owl. Allow us to introduce ourselves. The Monarchs erupt and march of the Monarchs. They're making memes in the comments. You could literally make them. Allow us to introduce. They're legit. No, dude, I'm making it. I'm literally making it right now. Wait, hold on. What did he say? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, sorry. Wait. Swap the color. Black. Increase size. Any spell trap removal versus domain of the true monarchs. Okay.
Gotta replace the face with the card.
There you go. Tainted Wisdom. That was his name, right? Tainted Wisdom. Tainted Wisdom, : There you go. Boom. I made it for him. Meme review special. Bang. God, that's so unfunny. That is so unfunny. I'm glad it doesn't activate in hand. Would be wild if it did. Wouldn't it only be crazy as a quick effect? If anything, being an inherent built-in summon makes this better than a standard activated effect. Thunder Dragon Colossus. Colossus, yeah, that's true. That card's probably gonna get banned at some point, right? Nice Thunder monster that's not able cheat Colossus. It's a really good card to have going second. Nice. Obvious Blitzkrieg support, especially if the Blitzkrieg has different levels as each other, making the activation easier, and bounce back makes it reuse Blitzkrieg effects now that the archetype has potential to go toe-to-toe against the meta. Now the archetype has potential. I don't think this card is saving Blitzkrieg. Okay, like Blitzkrieg seems decent. It doesn't seem like super top tier, but I'm sorry, this is not going to save Blitzkrieg. All right, let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, more woman. Konami have made another absolute busted, broken Yu-Gi-Oh card, and of course, it's because of woman. Zena no Tsunagahime. Link 5 Dark Machine. Link 5. Keep that in mind, Link 5. However, 2+ effect monsters. 2+ effect
I'll just win.
For a Link 5. 0 attack. You can only use one monster in your... You can also use one monster in your hand as material to link summon this card. You can only use the first and second phase of this card in each once per turn. So completely ignoring the card effect, the summoning condition of this card is it just needs 2 monsters. You can use any monster in your hand plus a Link 4. You can use a Link 2 on the field and a Link 3 in your hand. Never mind, ignore that last sentence. So the idea is that you can basically use like a Tatsunoko style synchro summon thing, but with your hand. It's literally like code generator or whatever. So any Link 4 on the field and a guy in your hand. Sorry, I just, it's part of my old Konami contract. I just leaked Master 07. For legal reasons, that's a joke. If this card is Link summoned, you can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you link summon this card using only monsters on your field material, you can send them off from the X deck to the graveyard. Now, I don't have to tell you how absolutely ludicrous and broken generic X deck foolish warriors are. Okay? You guys know that meme I just did? We're going back. We're going back. We're doing more, okay? Alright, you ready? Alright, let's begin. Okay, so we've got Curious, the Lightsworn Dominion. Okay? Alright. Resize. Adjustment. The key button for it. It's like, there we go. Alright, Curious, the Lightsworn Dominion. Okay?
What arm are we finding exactly when we use this attack?
Alright. Name some more. I know there's more out there. We've got Lavabo Valente. We've got, of course, Dante's wifey. We've got Beat Rice. Alright? Is there any more? I feel like there's more like good ones. But these are like the have been the best ones, right? Coolest story? That's my favorite X deck monster. Anyway. Generic extra deck monsters that send generic cards from deck to graveyard are problematic game design. Really problematic. They're all banned for a reason. Okay? So, listen, is this gonna be game breaking? Is this gonna, like, destroy Yu-Gi-Oh? No, but understand that there are decks that can absolutely very easily facilitate this as part of their combos. Okay? Link 5 is a heavy cost, don't get me wrong, but there's plenty of combo spam bullshit to be able to access this completely generic X-Deck monster. Link 5, 2+ effect monsters, and the guy in your hand. A Link 3 in your hand as well, if you follow Marvel Master 7, to do a full display. Okay? It is just win more. That is literally not the definition of win more. That is not what win more is. You do not know what that term is. You are just using card game buzzword terminology, typing it into a Twitch and thinking it means that is not what win more is. Okay? So anyway, this has unbelievable potential to be game breaking. If someone will bridge this in some sort of future combo deck, be able to access some sort of new engine or new floodgate, usually is what these are used for, and then you bring it back with some other card, that is absolutely something you can do. Generically would bury it of any floodgate Yu-Gi-Oh monster and then bring it back, comboing it, etc., etc. There is so much potential with this. It is a generic X-Deck foolish monster. Like, that is unbelievably terrible game design. We need to stop doing that. Why is it machine? Is that relevant? I'm not sure. I mean, is that relevant? I don't know. Whether it's a Link 5? Oh yeah, because modern Yu-Gi-Oh decks really struggle to put monsters on the board. Dark Machine, Orcas. I mean, you can technically play this as just straight up Orcas to end in Orcas. I don't think that's going to make the deck good, but it's an option. We haven't even read the second effect, by the way. And you know what's really funny? You know, like the easy to access summon where you send a monster from your deck to the grave? If you link summon this card using only monsters on the field, you can send a monster from the extra deck to the grave instead. It's funny because, like, giving it a more lax summon by letting it use your hand arguably should be the more powerful effect. It should be the weaker effect, right? In probably most cases, bidding from extra deck is not going to be as good as bidding from the main deck. Obviously, it depends on the deck, it depends on the combo, it depends on a lot of things, but generally I'd say polishing from the extra is weaker than the main deck. If this card on your field is sent to the grave during your next standby, you can add a monster to the grave to your hand. If this card on your field is sent to the grave during your next standby, you can add a monster to the grave to your hand. You know, for a second I was like, you could send Max Team and add it back, but it's your next standby. Sometimes these cards get a little bit mistranslated. If anyone remembers, I think it was specifically Altergeist had an issue with translation, and it said, no, Zerobora. It was Zerobora. Topologic Zerobora was a Link 4 monster that said, return this card during the standby phase. So it would come back during the next standby for your opponent. But I think it was mistranslating TCG, so it only came back on your standby phase. Like, so that maybe, I don't know, this could be something to keep an eye on, potentially. Because if it's the standby phase, you can just literally just bin a hand trap and add it to your hand. Like, you literally just search Max with this. But that's, you know, unlikely, but it could be a thing to keep an eye on. So yeah, I think this card's ridiculous. I think if you find the right line and deck for this, it's absolutely busted, and like people will complain about the design behind this card. Holy shit, this card's actually absurd. 10 out of 10 will get banned one day. Can't wait to play with this in tiers. It makes any 4 materials 4 combo. Tier players will play anything to access their starters except an actual starter. What do you mean? It's because they're banned! What is this guy talking about? Yeah, dude, where's Merly? How many Rhino Heart does OCG have? What do you mean except like, you want Teal players to cheat? What exactly are you sending for a full combo? You need an Aqua already to fuse or a tier card to send Rhino. Tier is like the not the best example, by the way. Send your Galaxy Tomahawk, Link 5 White, Dump Herald from Extra Deck, 10,000 more years of Habibi.
Okay.
No one asked for this, man. Don't do that. Wait, did someone correct it? Tomahawk summons tokens which are normal monsters. There are Link monsters that can use normal monster tokens like Firewall. Requires effect monsters anyway unless you play 4 or 5 Link fighters. Yo, worth it to search Habakiri. Tsundere, yandere, kudere, dandere, dere dare, all in one card. I don't know what that means. I'm too, offline for that. Special summon, send herald, send search habakiri, full mitsu combo.
You're just uncultured.
I swear, you guys need a new card. Literally, a new card gets posted on Master Meta, and you're just like, but how will this affect habakiri? But how does this affect the rep card? Literally, I can't even. Alright, what the fuck, this is one.
Let's
all
go.
I can read is effect 1, bullet any monster you want, extra deck monster 2 if you want to do it with extra specs, effect 2, recover any hand trap you want just for linking this off. Curious is a much better option in most cases. Maybe some decks that can stand the shit out of bodies but with not much type diversity could prefer this, I guess. It's a delayed effect which could be a hit or miss, and in 90% of all the Yu-Gi-Oh matches redundant. I mean, you're all absolutely using this for the foolish effect. But yeah, I think this card is just poorly made. I really do think it's poorly made. Alright, next up, Spiritual Power Recovery Potion. This is always treated as a possessed card. Is that good yet? Like every other week, there's like a new guy that just says Spellcaster, Special Summon, Add Spellcaster, Get Spellcaster. So is it good yet? Like it's getting there, no? You can only use one of the first and second effects of the same monster turn, and only once that turn. Banish any number of spellcaster monsters and or spells from the grave. Cost all fatal monster opponent controls. You gain 200 for each banished, and you gain 400 life. That is Turbo Dog. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your grave, special any number of spellcasters with different attributes in your hand. Okay, the second effect is decent. You get a crappy little attack boost, but you get the pendulum from your hand. So that's not bad, I guess. It's searchable, I assume, because it's a possessed card, so I guess it's not terrible. I feel like this card was made just to tie in with today's Chronicles episode, where they just go in random effects. By the way, the Chronicles Spellcaster, I have heard nobody talk about that. I don't know if it's just like me being a bit offline the last 2 weeks, but everyone was talking about Albaz, everyone was talking about Sky Striker. Like, I have not heard anything, I've not seen anything, I haven't seen any memes, like what's going on with that? Like, it's just, I watched one episode, I'm just like, I'm so bored. And I'm not talking like TikTok jingling keys board, I'm just like, nothing's happening here. The first effect is trash in 2026. Yeah, but like, we're using it for the second effect here. Nonsense. With a deck cap of 60 and extra deck of 15, if you get your entire deck and extra to the graveyard, -2 for the monsters in question and the spell itself, you can banish 73 cards for a 14,600 attack boost and 30,000 life point gain. Someone please do this in table 500 and send it in. Thank you. Discard this with White Forest to special summon your hand. That's like the only play I can think of with this card. Can't wait for the non-light White Forest monster. Good point, but you can summon Diabell. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Actually, the worst Charmer card somehow. Kinda impressive. That is impressive to make the worst Charmer card. I like first effect, buddy, that's the worst one. You can easily send this to the grave and spellcast a swap decks and get the good effect at least. It's neither all that easy nor worth it, considering you can also run cards that aren't bricks. Searching this for goes searching actual good cards, and the grave effect itself is kind of middling for those decks now. I mean, the whole point is the spellcast, they can summon themselves basically for free anyway. This is a bad card in 2008. What the actual fucking... Look, I'm not even saying these people are right, but they are really, really funny comments, okay? Adorable art for 2 terrible effects. Okay, the second effect isn't bad, okay? Feels more like a spellbook card than a Charmer, which is interesting since Charmer already has a spellbook of the Grand Circle, which is actually a spellbook card. Okay, Gecko-chan. The main gimmick of Charmers are swarming and indestructible by battle.
That's
and by
so
card
contrived.
You can play 2 bricks, which is Nefariouser, and this. In Spellcaster Slop, imagine if you swarm and banish, let's say 40 cards, you get 8,000 attack. But yeah, we'll keep imagining. You know that guy in the group chat who like posts like a combo and he's like, guys, we should try this in our deck for the next YCS, and everyone is just like reading it, and then very slowly they're just like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, this is that guy. He's like, okay, let me cook. So, you know spellcaster slot, right? You know how that's like the next best deck potentially, right? You know how it like swarms the board, right? Okay, but let's say we banish 40 cards. Wait, what? You can't just go from there to there. Like that's going A to Z in the most obscure way. Like, what are you talking about? No, this is the Greg cards. Leave a comment down below what your favorite 2008 spellcaster card is, and is it better than the Charmer support? See you in the next one.
Oh, everyone! Oh, of course. I'll take good care of them. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, of course. I'll take those. Here you go. Thank you for your business.
Oh, that turned out pretty nice.
Nice indeed.
Let's hear it. Will this be okay? Then let's start. Then let's start. Anything else you need? Doing this then?
I kinda like those.
Is this good? You've got a deal. Is this good? You've got a deal. You want to equip? Here's the list. All right, then. Anything else you need? Later.
Welcome. Good night, then. The guest book is here.
Not bad. Hey, you guys! Here it is. Talk as much as you want. All right. Which one you thinking? This one, huh? How's it going? What'll it be? Yep. Huh? Am I right, huh? Talk as much as you want. Welp, I'm counting on you.
Ah, it's you. Was there something else? Until next time.
Oh, you. Okay, let's hear it. Can't do that right now. Anything else you need? Then I'll get back to work.
Welcome. The guest book is here. Good luck.
it's you. Who's on duty? Be careful.
Oh, you. Anything else? So, what do you want? Right, okay. Later.
Welcome. The guest book is here. Good luck. Oh, everyone! I'm sorry. Yes? Oh!
I'll take your entire stock. Sure, I got the money.
Here you go. We had some new things come in. Thank you for your business.
Ah, it's you. Be careful.
Oh, you. huh? Huh. We'll try making it with... Let's get started. All right, it's ready. You're ordering... Order up. Later.
Hey, you guys! What do you got for me? Talk as much as you want.
Huh?
Not bad. How's it going? Welp, I'm counting on you.
Welcome.
Oh, welcome back.
The guest book is here.